The Prime Minister is listening. She wants to get Brexit over the line, that's absolutely certain, and she's going to use all her best endeavours, to quote a well-known phrase, to come up with some form of deal that Parliament will be able to support, but actually keeping to the spirit of what people voted for in 2016. I mean, it's quite clear to me, and Jeremy Corbyn refusing to go into Downing Street and discuss what he would be prepared to accept is quite incredible, to be honest. I mean,
was the situation reversed, though? You could see that the leader of the Conservative Party would possibly be thinking exactly the same. No. The optics would look terrible. If there is a red line, and at the moment that red line for Jeremy Corbyn is the no-deal scenario that Theresa May is still holding out as a possibility.
But Jeremy Corbyn has to accept as well, and as Norman was intimating just earlier, 61% of Labour constituencies voted to leave the European Union. And so he's got to accept that. So I think the onus and obligation is on Jeremy Corbyn to go into Downing Street to discuss with the Prime Minister what is going to be at all possible for him to get him to start to support, for him to start to move. I mean, he wants to take no trade deal off the table, yet he's not prepared to take Brexit in name only off the table. He's insisting on this customs union. Well, he knows that if we go down the route of a customs union, we can't then take control of our borders back, and of course we'd have to pay into it, and we couldn't do any trade deals throughout the world. So it's about time that he took Brino off the table.
Would you like to see no deal off this table that we keep talking about?
No, I prefer to see a deal, but if in any negotiation the possibility that you're just going to walk away strengthens your hand. And what I would like to see now is that the Prime Minister, listening to all the views across there, apart from those who want to stop Brexit, like the people over my shoulder, the fanatics for Brussels, and then come forward with that, put it before Parliament on the 29th of January. I'm a bit more optimistic than Norman. I think that she could actually get that through as long as we get the Democratic Unionist Party on side.
Well, I'll come back to that in a moment, but do you think that a deal that has been rejected earlier this week, just a couple of days ago, it seems like a long time already, doesn't it? But a deal that has been rejected just a couple of days ago, do you think that really that sort of deal is going to be satisfactory for the UK if it's pushed through purely on the basis that it's better than no deal?
No, I'm still with Theresa on no deal's better than a bad deal. But also, of course, the backstop is a real problem.
Lots of people think this is a bad deal.
Well, I thought it was a bad deal, and that's why I voted against it on Tuesday. But it won't be exactly the same thing. I know Theresa's not going to bring back exactly the same deal that we had on Tuesday. She lost by a rather large margin. 118 of my colleagues voted against it.
Nigel.